Clicking on the video, and as the title or thumbnail probably suggested, we are assembling a basketball team of Apex Legends. Not just any basketball team, though. I'm not talking about a team that looks good on paper. A modern, positionless basketball team with thought into this roster. On the ride home from the gym, I kind of was thinking of where I'd put some of these guys in certain positions, maybe where I think their abilities would translate, maybe how I think they'd be better on certain ends of the floor. And I also ran this by my buddy Ignatius IV, a buddy I run duos and trios with, one of the third members of Sitting Bull, myself included, and then we've got Papa Perk as well. Let's get right into it, though. I've just pulled up a few images of some of the legends. I think maybe just spur of the moment, thinking of some off the top of your head. You can maybe guess which legends might make the list. What is the list, though? How are we going to break this down? Overall, I'm going to do a starting five, and then I'm going to keep it shallow. I'm just going to go with the six-man. I'm not going to go too deep into the bench. I'm not going to get a coach. Not going to do a recruiting thing or anything like that. I think there would be some strengths for legends for maybe coaching positions. Obviously, maybe a rehabilitation squad, team medic or something. But going 1 through 5, starting with the point guard, I'm a little torn. I was thinking Octane. I think also Wraith. Those are two kind of where I'm going, kind of versatile guards, people that can get it done. And then I started thinking, but I need a true point guard that can kind of get some other people involved. I need court vision. Octane, he can scan some drops or whatever. But who's really got the overall? I'm not looking for movement here. I'm looking for someone who can control the tempo of the game. When I think of who controls tempo of fights, I'm going to have to go Seer. And Seer's got the double jump within his ultimate, so that's kind of where the thought of maybe some of the extra movement would come. I know the Bloodhound with the new Season 30 coming out, that's probably take that's going to age like milk. There's, few, sorry, again, a work message here. Few behind-the-scenes things that we're thinking about that's going to put Seer into our overall list. There's going to be some speculation as to why Seer made it over Bloodhound. I'm not going to get into anything crazy like that. Calling it is what it is. Seer's got the vision. When you're aiming down sight, you can see the threats of the other, opponents around you. And then Bloodhound, Seer, they're on the same beat of they're making everybody around them better. They're making everybody around them be able to see the same things they're seeing. A point guard's going to put another player, shift someone around, say, hey, come up here, stay high on the screen, swing elbow, stay weak side, something like that. So that's what I need a Seer or Bloodhound doing, giving his ability to the other teammates around him, and ultimately elevating their play as well. And then within that, need a little bit of movement. Modern basketball, you got to play above the rim. Guys, it's really that simple. Within the ultimate, we got to stay with the double jump there with Seer. So we're going to go Seer at the 1. Now at the 2, going to go pure playmaker. I'm thinking an SGA. I'm thinking a, somebody that if we just got to go throw it to and get a bucket. I think purely this is the fragger within most groups. You're probably going to see an Octane or a Wraith, someone you say, go make a play. Those are playmakers on the battlefield. They're going to be playmakers on the court as well. I'm kind of torn between the two. Noah Ip texting me some golf stuff as well. Guys, we got to get these work messages and stuff out of here. I'm dedicating myself to the team. I'm putting myself on Do Not Disturb for the next hour, at least. Sticking at the 2, though, I'm going to go pure playmaker. I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of maybe height in positionless basketball. This is maybe where we'll get hurt on the defensive end of the floor. Overall, though, trying to stay scrappy, kind of giving me a Pat Bev vibe on the perimeter for defense. I'm going to go Octane. He's got the pads. He's got the double jump if you want it. A stim, like I said, he's a playmaker. You can put him on an island, let him go do his thing. Additionally, you can do the triple jump if you are a true Octane main. You know what that's all about. So I'm going to put Octane at the 2. Simple enough. Athletic as it is, gets around, but can also stay vertical, coming off of the jump pads. 3, 4, and 5 at my forwards, guys. This is really where I'm going to try to hone in on some of the height, some of the rebounding. My 3, and this is just me kind of thinking the height difference here. I'm going to go Path. I'm going to go Path at my 3. I'm going to go. I might just rattle them all off here. 3, 4, 5. I might go Path, Newcastle, Revenant. 3, 4, 5. Those are the tallest guys on the team. Newcastle's got an insane jump on his ultimate. Rev, we all know what he can do, getting vertical, jumping horizontally, long distances, vertically as well. Pathfinder, double grapples. He's a staple of everything. He's a glue guy. He's high-fiving people. He's really giving me a Tim Duncan vibe. I feel like Revenant's a little taller in Path, so I'm going to throw him probably at the 5. I think he's even taller in Newcastle. I think you could put Path at the 3. I think realistically, Path, if I said 3, 4, or 5, you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. Rev, he's a silent killer. He's just going to do his job. I see him more as a role player. I want to plug him down low in the post. He's giving me Steven Adams vibes, setting nasty screens. And then someone's, going to get up off the hardwood and get in Revenant's face? Revenant's like the scariest Apex legend we have out there. Height as well. I mean, he's tall, man. He is tall. A lot of people are wondering who the 6th man is. Didn't go a lot of beef. People are probably looking at Gibby. We can get to the 6th man debate. And we can open it up now. But still, I'm going to break down my 3, 4, 5, my forwards here. I've got my 1 and 2. I think Sear is athletic. I think people are probably sleeping on my Sear pick and the overall athleticism that Sear is going to bring to the table. And additionally, like I said, the court vision he's going to give everybody is going to be unreal. Octane, my playmaker. Ash is someone you could probably throw in the mix there. Horizon, someone worth considering. But this is an NBA team, a modern NBA team. And again, everything aside, I've yet to see a female play in the NBA. So I'm just going to stick on the male side of the Apex Legends. Call me sexist, call it what it is. I'm not a historical revisionist. I'm an NBA truther. Let's not get into anything crazy, though, like that. Let's keep it strictly ball. Revenant, like I said, look at these eyes. I'm going to put him as 5. Intimidation factor. Newcastle. I'm going to put Newcastle at 3. I'm going to put Path at 4, because I couldn't really tell who was taller between the two. Newcastle, he's a guy that makes everybody better, too. He's a support legend. But people are sleeping on that ultimate. Both of these guys have some jumps in their ultimates that are going to make them threats vertically and horizontally to kind of get up and down court. Overall, though, Newcastle lifting up players around him, figuratively and literally. That's what he's going to do on the court and the battlefield. I'm thinking of ways that we can transition the battlefield ultimates into modern NBA positionless basketball team. Sear at the 1. Octane at my 2. Newcastle at my 3. Pathfinder at my 4 and Revenant at my 5. My 6th man. A lot of you wanted to cancel me. I'm a Jameis Winston. I'm eating W's. Valkyrie, welcome to the squad. The first ever female NBA basketball player. Valkyrie, on the same lines of Sear with a recon legend. She's going to be able to sense some court vision. She's maybe not going to be able to give that to everybody all the time. She can scan beacons, though, maybe temporarily, and in moments of maybe she's a microwave. Maybe she hits a few on the elbow and then bangs one down in the corner. Then it's, that energy's contagious just for a second. It's the spark plug that you need off the bench. That's exactly what scanning a beacon does. It's like, where do we rotate? What do we do from here? We've got our loop. Maybe we're pinched. Can we dip into this ravine? Swing mountain far side? That's what you scan a beacon to find out for. You get some recon. You get some intelligence. Make a decision from there. You spark your team. You're a catalyst to something. You push them in the right way. No pun intended, babe. We're leaving you out. Valkyrie, though, is staying on terms here of the vertical threat. I mean, come on. Is there anybody in the game that can get more vertical than Valkyrie? If somebody's going to come in here and try to jump out of the gym, maybe intimidated us with some athleticism. Maybe they're out rebounding us on they're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. We need some extra size or someone to play above the rim. That's what Valkyrie's going to do. She's beefy. She's got the jetpack. She can, get a low center of gravity, lean on people if she has to. But really, when push comes to shove, she's going to get, if you want to talk about ultimates too, how about that first step? If she really, you're picking the ultrasonic, you're taking off quick. No one's going to be able to get as vertical as she can, as quickly as she can, which is ultimately a weapon in the game of basketball. I don't think that maybe there's a better arrangement position-wise. 6 players, the 5 starters, Valkyrie off the bench, and my reasons for her coming off the bench. Newcastle, a little more athleticism. I like him at the forward. Could maybe offer a little more on the wing. Also, probably something about him. Maybe here's what I'll go through and do before I end this video. Is I'll do NBA all-time player comps for these guys. And that's kind of hard, just off the top of the head here. Revenant, we can go. I know Tim Duncan, probably, power forward. People are saying, oh, yeah. You called him Tim Duncan vibes, but not power forward. We'll do that with Path, Tim Duncan vibes for sure. I think I said that too. Oh, yeah, Steven Adams for Revenant. Already gave him that. Steven Adams, Pathfinder. How about this? You want to really take up a terrifying, predatory angle here? Karl Malone at my 5 as Revenant. Pathfinder, Tim Duncan, kind of my yin and yang, my good and evil balance here. I'm going to put Tim Duncan down there at my 4. Moving on to my 3, Newcastle. I don't know why. I'm getting like James Johnson vibes for some reason. And I can't get that out of my head. I just cannot get that out of my head for whatever reason. Yeah. No. That feels lazy, though. I can think of a better 3. How about... Is that a better one? Both Atlanta Hawks. Joe Johnson. Gosh. ISO Joe. ISO Joe Johnson's like a really good comp, I think. I was thinking James Johnson. I'm pretty sure he's kind of known for having like a Muay Thai, like kickboxing background. So I was thinking, more the fighter aspect. But as strictly Hooper, and I mean the build, I think I'm going to go ISO Joe. I think I have to. I don't know of a better one to go with. Yeah, let's go with ISO Joe. And no homo, the dude's built like a brick shit house. I mean, that's a fire hydrant of an NBA player if I've ever seen one. We'll go with Joe Johnson at the 3, as Newcastle as the player comp. The 2. Okay, so Octane. Who's Octane? Who is Octane? In the grand scheme of things. Is that too favorable to say Allen Iverson? He's springier, though, so maybe you want to go like Russell Westbrook, and he's really aggressive and kind of attacking the rim, yapping at other players. So maybe you go Octane for that reason. And he's kind of Mr. Independent in that way. But so was Allen Iverson. And I'm thinking kind of undersized. ISO guard. I mean, when you think of an Octane player, the way that they renovated movement on the battlefield for Apex is very equivalent to the way that movement on an NBA floor was renovated by Allen Iverson. The crossover, them kind of giving him some wiggle room, no pun intended, with the, before they weren't really letting players carry. They were calling, I don't even know, they call it palming and all sorts of dumb shit back then. But Allen Iverson came along. He was doing some moves that people thought were, and at the time they were, considered illegal, and ultimately made those mainstream. And now everyone's able to get away with a little bit more. That's kind of the evolution of basketball. And Octane, same thing. You got the Jump pads, think of all the different ways those have been used, and then just, I mean, keyboard and mouse players that are running Octane, zigzagging midair, moving, yeah, I mean, strafing, double whatever, off in walls and stuff. I mean, I think that's the comp I'm gonna go with. Sear, I'm going Rondo. I don't think there's anything better. I think he's just strictly getting other people involved. I don't think there's really, that's just his game. And overall, what is, Rondo's kind of the film junkie. He's constantly, kind of the player, the coach, player, coach. He's played both roles now, and I think, obviously on the court, plenty of clips of Rondo putting his teammates in position to win, and vice versa. And I think Sear, plenty of gameplay clips of him, scanning, doing whatever, making plays via his intel and recon in order to use said intelligence to put his teammates in a position to win. Guys, you know what I'm saying. Leave in the comments if you think you can put together a better starting five with a six-man. I'm breaking boundaries. I'm breaking history. I had you all in the first half. I have the first 6 women of the year, so if you guys, want to try to be more inclusive than me, I dare you to do so. Overall, though, I'm not really sure. Honorable mention coach, crypto. And right there, we'll end it. Appreciate you guys.